Socialization and inculturation. The problem of alien culture and ethnocentrism. Cultural identity. Inculturation stages. At the stage of primary inculturation, the foundations of gender identity are additionally laid in the secondary period. Inculturation is fragmented and manifests itself in the form of mastering only certain elements of culture that have arisen in recent times. At this stage, the focus is on vocational training. Most of the effort and time of the individual is spent on it. The necessary knowledge and skills are mainly acquired in secondary and higher educational institutions. At this stage, it is also of great importance for young people to master their new, adult status in the family, expand the circle of their social contacts, become aware of their new position, and accumulate their own life experience. Culture shock often leads to a stressful situation in which the outcome of the situation is unknown. It is impossible to resort to flight or struggle. The outcome of communication depends on what is in the spotlight. Goal achievement is blocked. Meaningful communication is impossible. Phases of the situation of acquaintance with a foreign culture. Ethnocentrism. The host evaluates the guest in terms of their own values and norms. Polycentrism. Recognition of the need to understand the behavior of the guest, distracting from their own norms and stereotypes. If the approval of a foreign culture becomes unconditional, then the extreme expression of this approach can be xenophilia, the belief that a foreign culture is much better than your own. Stereotypes and prejudices. Stereotypes are not a pathological system of distorted perception, since they act as guidelines for human behavior, filling perception with completely definite expectations. However, the emergence of stereotypes carries with it the danger of reducing human abilities to free interpretation, since a person, in his expectations, inclines, when receiving a semantic context, to supplement and change his perception. In bias, there is an emotionally expressed, as a rule, negative attitude, based on a separate stereotype or a whole series of them. These biases include feelings of rejection towards strangers, feelings of cultural or moral superiority, rationale for the excellent mentality of ethnic groups, etc. Self-owned, self-related, own, constituting someone's personal property, native or related by close relationships, joint activities, close, nashensky, simple, domestic. Alien is alien, foreign, located outside the boundaries of the native culture. Alien is strange, unusual, contrasting with the usual and familiar environment. Alien is unfamiliar, unknown and inaccessible for knowledge. Alien is supernatural, omnipotent, before which a person is powerless. Alien is sinister, life-threatening. In contact with other cultures, most people judge other people's cultural values, using the cultural values of their own ethnic group as a model and criterion. This type of value judgment is commonly called ethnocentrism. This is a psychological attitude to perceive and evaluate other cultures and the behavior of their representatives through the prism of their culture. Most often, ethnocentrism implies that one's own culture is superior to other cultures, and in this case it is regarded as the only correct one, superior to all others, which are thus underestimated. Give an explanation of the terms socialization, inculturation, ethnocentrism, polycentrism, xenophilia, stereotype, culture shock. Name the stages of inculturation. What is culture shock? Describe the phases of acquaintance with a foreign culture. Describe the opposition, friend or foe. Share your own experience of exploring a foreign culture.